"Grandma, why do you smell a little strange?" That is what 7-year-old Emily whispered to her mother after visiting her grandmother last Sunday. Now, the child was not trying to be mean. She was just being honest. The way kids are. But those words broke 72-year-old Martha's heart. You see, Martha has always been a tidy woman. Her home is spotless. Her bedding always smells of fresh soap. She never misses her morning bath. Yet, just hearing that innocent question, her heart sank. She noticed the change. 2. Her granddaughter stopped running to hug her. She sat on the far end of the sofa. She even held her breath when giving Martha a kiss on the cheek. That night, Martha lay awake in the dark, blinking back tears, asking herself, "Do I really smell bad? Are my children and grandchildren avoiding me because of it? Or is it just that I am getting old?" Greetings to all of you listening here on Elderly Heart Talks. I know that feeling perfectly. Like many of you at this age, I have gray hair and wrinkled skin. I only hope for good health and for my grandchildren to visit often. But the older I get, the more I realize that there is a seemingly small thing that makes many of us feel insecure and hesitant to interact with others. It is the body odor of the elderly. I have a friend, Mr. Thomas. He is 71 years old. He was always very neat and clean, showering every day and keeping his clothes fresh. One day, his grandson brought a friend over to play. Mr. Thomas came out of the kitchen, cheerfully offering them drinks. But as he walked past, he overheard his grandson's friend whispering, "Oh my, the old man smells so strong." Just those few words made Mr. Thomas freeze. His heart felt heavy. That night, he did not eat dinner. The next day, when his family invited him for a walk, he made excuses about being tired. From that day on, he rarely left his room to speak to anyone. The house remained brightly lit as usual. But the heart of the person inside was noticeably sad. Mr. Thomas is not the only one. I have met many friends and neighbors who have sighed and told me they are sad, embarrassed, and insecure. They hesitate to hug their grandchildren or sit near others because they are constantly worried about bothering people. Yet, they do not dare say anything. Some people try to shower more often. Others spray strong perfume to mask the smell. But the more they spray, the stronger it becomes. The perfume mixes with the body odor, creating a pungent, unpleasant smell that makes people want to open the windows. It becomes a vicious cycle. The more we try to hide it, the stronger the smell becomes, and the more hurt our feelings grow. But friends, I want to make one thing clear so that everyone understands. The smell of old age is not due to dirtiness or a lack of cleanliness. It is not a made-up story, but a very common phenomenon. According to many studies, almost 99% of people over 60 have this characteristic age-related odor. It is a natural result of changes in the body over the years. As we age, our sweat glands and our skin chemistry change. That smell is just a sign of time, not anyone's fault. I am 77 years old myself, and I have spent years learning about these changes. And I am here to tell you that this is not something we have to endure for life. It can be completely improved. We just need to know the right way. Join me, and let us find the solution together, so we can stop blaming ourselves and get back to enjoying the warm embraces of our families. To solve this whole odor issue, first, we just need to understand why it happens. Folks, the scent that people sometimes jokingly call the old person smell isn't mysterious at all. It has a very clear cause. It's just that for the longest time, nobody really talked about it. So we thought it was something we were stuck with and couldn't change. When we hit our 60s or 70s, our bodies really start shifting. The three areas that change the most are our sweat, the oil on our skin, sebum, and our spit. These three things are the main reason for that signature age scent. Once we understand these 3 points, we'll know why our body smells. And more importantly, how to make ourselves smell clean and pleasant again. That's how we get our confidence back, and how we keep our kids and grandkids close. First, let's talk about our sweat glands. Back when we were young, our bodies would produce almost a quart of sweat every day. At first, it just seemed like wet clothes. But sweat is actually your body's natural cleaner. It cools you down, and crucially, it helps flush out waste and toxins through your pores. This kept your skin clean and your whole body feeling light. But as we get older, the amount of sweat we produce drops way down. A lot of us barely sweat all day. Now, you'd think, less sweat means cleaner? Right. Actually, it's the exact opposite. When your body doesn't sweat enough, the waste products that should be expelled get trapped right underneath the skin. They start piling up and become a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. And bacteria, makes odor. I remember Mr. Thomas, 71, asking me, "It's odd, Doc, I don't sweat, but I still smell. How does that work?" I just laughed and told him, "It's because you sweat so little that you have that smell. Regular sweating means clean skin. If you don't sweat, the gunk stays put. And over time, that's where the scent comes from. Less sweating doesn't mean you're cleaner. It means your body is losing its self-cleaning system. When you were young, your body was cleansed from the inside out every day. Now, with less sweat, it's like trying to wash something with only a drop of water. The dirt, the toxins, the old oil, it all clings to the skin. And that's where the persistent odor starts. Second, we need to talk about old skin oil, or sebum. Many people think their skin dries out as they age, so they shouldn't have any odor. But that's not quite right. The oil glands on our skin are still working, but the type of oil has changed. When we were younger, the oil was thin and washed away easily. Now, the oil layer is thicker, darker. And here is the key. It oxidizes easily in the air. When this old oil oxidizes, the body produces a substance called Nonenal. This is the true source of the body odor. Scientists found that Nonenal starts shooting up around age 50 and is highest after 70. This oxidized fat is practically absent in younger people. Think of it this way. It's the oil on your skin going rancid over time, like cooking oil left out too long. This Nonenal is what gives the scent its specific character. It's not sharp like fresh sweat, but rather a little bit musty, slightly sour, and it just hangs around, especially on the neck, back of the neck, and chest. Mrs. Helen, 66, told me, "I shower twice a day, but the smell still bothered me. My daughter told me to scrub my neck and armpits harder. I did, and the smell was noticeably less after just a few weeks." The problem is that Nonenal sticks tight to the skin, and regular soap and water can't dissolve it completely. Third, we lose saliva in our mouths. This is something we rarely think about, but it's huge. After 60, our salivary glands slow down, and we produce over half the amount of spit we used to. Saliva is your mouth's constant cleaning crew. It washes away bacteria and neutralizes acids after you eat. When saliva decreases, your mouth gets dry, and the bacteria living there start multiplying fast. More bacteria equals more bad breath. I remember Mrs. Hannah, 69, saying, "My mouth has been so dry lately, I feel embarrassed talking to anyone. I'm afraid they'll smell it." Dry mouth is more than just an inconvenience. It affects your confidence, and it's another source of that overall age scent that others pick up when you get close. So, I've explained all this to make sure you understand one thing. This is a completely natural part of aging. Just like gray hair or wrinkles, it is not because you are dirty or lazy. Your body is aging, and it is changing its chemistry. But don't worry. We can absolutely eliminate the odor from the inside and outside. We just need to know the right method. Now, let's explore the simple secrets to help your body smell fresh, clean, light, and natural every single day. Secret number 1. It's all about where you scrub, not how long you stand under the water. So many of my friends tell me, "But I shower every single day. I use soap. Why does this still happen?" Well, friends, the secret isn't how often you bathe. It's about where you really focus the scrubbing. I've spent years researching and talking to experts about how our bodies change. And I've found there are 3 hiding spots that cling onto 90% of that odor and bacteria. You need to turn your daily shower into a targeted clean. First, think about the skin folds. As we get older, our skin softens and creates little creases, especially in hidden spots. We're talking behind your ears, the back of your neck where your hairline is, under your arms, and, for the ladies, underneath the breasts, or around your belly button and groin. These little spots trap sweat, that old Nonenal oil, and dead skin. Since they're hard to see, we just miss them. Grab a soft washcloth or a gentle loofah and really focus on scrubbing those folds gently but thoroughly with warm water and a mild soap. Be thorough but gentle. You don't want to hurt your skin. Next, pay attention to the hairy areas, especially your scalp. Hair is a magnet for oil and collects sebum. The oil collects not just on your hair, but right on your scalp and under the hair on your chest. That scent, the Nonenal, often lives right on your scalp. You need to use your fingertips, not your nails, to really massage the scalp itself for at least 30 seconds when you shampoo. For the men, make sure you lather up your chest hair and armpit hair fully. Rinse well and dry properly. And finally, don't forget your feet and toes. Our feet are trapped in socks and shoes all day long, turning them into little bacteria factories. This is often the worst spot for odor. When you wash your feet, make sure you scrub between every single toe. This is crucial. After you wash them, you have to dry them completely, especially the skin between those toes. Before you even think about putting socks on, rotate your shoes daily to let them air out. 2. I remember my friend, John Miller, 68. He was absolutely mortified by his terrible foot odor that just wouldn't quit. He tried every spray, powder, and special soak on the market, but the smell always came back. He finally mentioned it to his doctor during a checkup, and the doctor gave him one simple piece of advice: scrub and dry between the toes. The fix wasn't an expensive product, but just adjusting his bathing routine. The problem vanished in days, and now his grandson actually sits near his feet again. Just by changing where you scrub, you will see a huge, immediate difference. Secret number 2. Let's talk about 3 specific actions you can start doing right when you wake up to feel fresh all day. We've already covered scrubbing the right spots. Now we need to support the body from the inside. These 3 small daily habits are completely free and will help your body naturally detox. You don't need any expensive lotions or strange powders. You just need consistency. The first essential action: drink a glass of warm water immediately after you wake up. You know, as we get older, our thirst signals get dull. Back in the day, if we were outside for 5 minutes, we were thirsty. Now, we can spend all morning cleaning or watching TV and totally forget to drink. But when your body lacks water, toxins build up, and they cause odor. So, grab an 8-ounce glass and fill it with warm water. This isn't just about hydration, it's a gentle, proactive detox. The warmth kickstarts your kidneys, helping them flush toxins out through urine right away, preventing them from trying to escape through your skin later. Remember to keep sipping water or unsweetened herbal tea throughout the day. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses in total. The second action, take a gentle 20-minute walk in the sunlight. I know I'm too old for the gym, but I'm talking about a slow, relaxed walk, maybe around your yard or down the street, when the sun isn't brutal, ideally before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. Why? This gentle movement helps you break a light, healthy sweat, just enough to push out toxins without making you exhausted. Plus, the sunlight helps kill bacteria that live on your skin's surface. My neighbor, Fred, 75, told me he felt so much lighter after he started his slow morning walks, and the musty odor he worried about faded significantly. And the third action, keep your shower water comfortably warm, not scalding hot. A super hot shower feels amazing, but that scalding water is actually terrible for aging skin. It washes away your skin's natural protective barrier. And worse, it tricks your body into producing more oil, that Nonenal-rich sebum we are trying to get rid of. The action, turn the water down to a temperature that is warm and comfortable, not steaming hot. And never forget the final crucial step. Always use a clean towel to dry every single part of your body completely. Paying extra attention to all those hidden creases. Damp skin is an invitation for bacteria to come hang out. Stick to these 3 simple, physical actions consistently, and you will support your body's natural systems, leading to a huge shift in your overall freshness and confidence. Secret number 3. You literally smell like what you eat. So we need to use food to clean the system. We've covered cleaning the outside and supporting hydration. But to truly get rid of that persistent odor, we must focus on nutrition to stop oxidation, that internal rusting we talked about. You don't need expensive supplements or strange diets. Your kitchen holds the key to neutralizing odor from the inside out. This is the simplest, most sustainable strategy. The first essential action is to supercharge your diet with natural antioxidants. This means deliberately choosing foods that actively fight the chemical process that creates Nonenal. For instance, focus on things like mushrooms. Shiitake or oyster mushrooms are great because they help the body clean house by removing old, damaged cells, which stops that oxidation right in its tracks. Also, get more fresh turmeric and ginger into your meals. Turmeric is a powerhouse antioxidant that cleans the blood and supports your liver, while ginger boosts circulation and promotes healthy sweating. Think about adding them to your chicken broth or vegetable stir-fries regularly. And don't forget dark green vegetables like spinach and kale, along with ripe papaya. These are rich in chlorophyll and vitamins that are vital for keeping your blood clean and your skin healthy. The second key action is to make green tea your daily ritual. This is truly a golden secret. No image needed. Just mentioning it, green tea isn't just a soothing beverage. It's packed with potent antioxidants that actively fight the free radicals, causing aging and odor. I try to drink 2 to 3 cups of unsweetened green tea every day, either first thing in the morning or mid-afternoon. It really works like an internal deodorant. It cools the body from the inside while giving your sweat a much milder, fresher scent. The third action is to focus on eating foods high in water content. Since we often forget to drink enough water, we can make up for it by eating our fluids. Choose juicy fruits and vegetables like watermelon, oranges, grapefruit, and cucumbers. These foods are easy to digest, packed with vitamins, and their high water content continuously helps your digestive system flush out waste and toxins, preventing them from sitting around and causing internal odor. A quick slice of melon is as good as a glass of water sometimes. By simply adjusting your grocery list and making these antioxidant-rich foods a priority, you are attacking the root cause of the age odor, oxidation, with every meal. This way, you stop the smell before it even leaves your system, leading to a natural, clean smell that lasts all day. Friends, aging is a beautiful, natural part of life. It's nothing to be ashamed of, but we absolutely have the right to live our senior years with dignity, freshness, and quiet confidence. That feeling of worrying about odor, it doesn't have to follow you around anymore. You know, my friends, Martha, John, and Linda, they all struggled with this feeling of being held back. They made these simple changes we talked about. The warm water, the targeted scrubbing, the simple grocery swaps, and they got their physical closeness back. Martha told me her granddaughter actually held her hand for a full 10 minutes on the sofa for the first time in years. Completely unprompted. That's the feeling you deserve. You deserve to be hugged, kissed, and held without a single moment of hesitation. Now that you know the secrets, that it's caused by oxidation, not bad hygiene, you have the power to fix it using natural methods right in your home. So, let's make a deal. I want you to try these 3 simple actions starting today. Don't wait until tomorrow. The scrub check. The next time you shower, focus on scrubbing behind your ears and drying completely between your toes. The hydration kickstart. Pour that first glass of warm water right now. The antioxidant boost. Next time you are at the market, pick up some fresh mushrooms and a lemon. These tiny steps are easy to integrate into your life, but they make a massive difference in how your body processes toxins and oil. You are not just cleaning your skin, you are cleaning your entire system. If this conversation helped you feel understood, if it gave you a new perspective on aging, please do me a favor and hit that like button, and share this with a friend or a loved one who you know needs to hear this message. They might be struggling in silence, just like you were. Don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Heart Talks so we can continue to grow older, wiser, and healthier together, tackling all those issues that nobody else wants to talk about. Have you tried any of these tips before? Or did I miss one of your own simple routines? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your stories and solutions. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Go out there and stay fresh.